Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Inspiring Series video podcast today with me Farisha, and I'm very honored and delighted to have a very special guest with me today is Professor Dato Dr Kamal Nasharuddin Mustafa. Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum Dato.
Waalaikumsalam. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
It's an
How are you?
absolute honor to have you in my show, Dato. I'm good, Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. I'm fine, Alhamdulillah.
Okay, and
Sehat.
Sehat, Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much
Alhamdulillah.
for being with me in my Inspiring Series video podcast. And this is a video podcast series where I interview inspiring and motivating people in Malaysia. So, Professor Dato Doctor, can you introduce us more about yourself?
Well, thank you, Farisha, for inviting me to be a guest on your series. Very inspiring indeed. And it is, as you were saying, it actually is an honor for me. The honor is mine to be here with you and with the audience this morning. I'm Kamal. I'm originally from Kelantan, born in Machang, Kelantan, quite many years ago. And I have 6 siblings, and my father passed away 5 years ago, and my mother still living in Kota Baru, Kelantan. So I got my early primary school education in Kota Baru. Then I went to MRSM Kota Baru. Now it's MRSM Pekalan Cepa. So I would very proud to say that I'm product of MRSM. And there are so many people, students are ex-MRSM, Ansarian, so they are doing very well, and students currently in MRSM, so, we are so very proud of them. Then I was chosen by Mara to further my studies in North Wales for my A-levels. Then my degree in engineering, University of Sheffield. Then I got a scholarship, UKM sent me for my postgraduate masters in Edinburgh. And my PhD in Birmingham. So I was in Wales, England, Scotland for my degree, masters, and PhD. So I came back. I worked as a lecturer at UKM, and then I decided to leave temporarily academic. I went to business, to get industrial experience. So we set up with my colleagues a consulting firm. We do properties, private college, and so on. So, but then I'm back to academic. I joined University of Swinburne in Kuching for a short while. Then I joined Uniten, and I'm currently the Vice Chancellor of Uniten for the last 5.5 years. And also I'm also a member of Mara Council, Aldi Majlis Mara. I'm also council member of Engineering Accreditation Council, EAC. I'm also the Secretary General of Vice Chancellor Council Private University. So briefly, that's all about me. But certainly, probably have many issues to discuss later on.
Very inspiring indeed, Dr. Professor Kamal. So inspiring because you hold so many hats. You have so many responsibilities and so many things that you look after. So hats off to you, Professor, Doctor. That's amazing. Okay, and the next question, what is the most challenging moment in your career and how do you overcome it? How do you overcome those challenges?
Yeah, I think in life, you face challenges on daily basis, So you wake up, you go to office, you have something waiting for you to solve. And in a week or in a month or in a year, there are always challenges in life. You cannot run away from challenges. But I think what is important is how do we face the challenges? How do we
overcome
it? Yeah, how do we overcome the challenges? So I think you must be sure of yourself. You must have the confidence, and you must be able to consult others to be with you to face the challenges. There are certain things that you cannot do it on your own. It's just impossible for you to solve all problems or challenges on your own. So you got to get your staff, your people, your colleagues, your
Your
friends, your family
team.
members
Yeah.
to be with you. So,
Yes.
I think, yeah, there's so many, so numerous challenges you face in life. You got to make decision. So in my case, currently, we are facing very a tough time, not only in university but also in other industries as well. About impact of COVID-19 pandemic.
Mm.
Many of the businesses you got to close. They got to close down the business, and people are out of job. So,
Yeah.
but in our case, Unit 10, I told my staff we have to be together. We have to be steadfast. We got to work hard, and for us to face these challenges together. So far, Alhamdulillah, so good. Of course, uh, uh, you know,
Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
it's still tough to get students to come now because of the COVID. Tough to get international students to come to Malaysia, because of COVID.
Mhm.
But we got to, we
We
got to
have to
work
be
hard. And,
strong.
yeah,
We have
we
to
have to
work together, and we have to be
prepare and
resilient
be
and
resilient. But you have to be
bounce
together.
back.
I think they do it
Yeah.
together in a team. That's very important. Yeah,
So teamwork is very important to you, Dato
correct,
Doctor. Yeah,
correct.
teamwork. And you mentioned
Yeah.
just now that you're very passionate in developing your team, your staff, right? So how do you motivate them? How do you guide them during
You
this
know,
tough period?
correct. Thank you. It's a very important question, and it's very important in all circumstances that you have. You must engage with people. You got to share. You got to talk to
Communicate.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to communicate. It's not. Yeah, if I may use the term, it's massive communication, and it's two-way communication, or maybe three-way communications. It must be massive.
Mhm.
It cannot be, you have it once in a while, then you come another 2 3 years, you just meet them again. No, it got to be massive. It got to be very interactive.
Mhm.
You talk, and also you listen at the same time.
Mhm. It's all
So
about building the relationship.
correct,
Yes, you have
correct.
to
So I
understand
remember,
one another.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I remember when we faced this COVID-19, it was in March this year. We thought that it would be only 2 weeks of PKP, but then it was extended, it was extended. It went on and on until July and August. Now we are again under PKP. So during
Yes.
that time, most of us
It's tough.
were working
It's
from home.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. In our case,
Mhm.
Unit 10, and I think many other government staff and so on, were working
Mhm.
from home.
Mhm.
So you are at home, you don't meet your colleagues, unlike you are in the office, you meet your colleagues, you talk, you discuss a lot. But when
Mhm.
you are at home, you are for all intents and purposes alone. So that's why we created a platform, on
Mhm.
almost a daily basis. We have
Online. Yeah.
online. So I will make, the academics, I will make the execs, I'll make the non-execs
The
on continuous
management
basis,
staff, the
management
team.
staff.
Yeah.
And we have also Tazkirah session. We have ustads and ustazah who will read Quran and tafsir. So all along during that 2 3 months
You
period,
provide
we
that
were
support
together.
system to your
Yeah,
employees, to your
yes,
team, so they don't feel that they're alone because we are
correct.
in this together, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And you
So it's
motivate them. That's how you
yeah.
motivate them.
Right. So it's teamwork, and engagement, and massive communication, get people on board, the buy-in, and so on. It's so very important. I think we tried as much as possible to do it. Of course, there are still a lot of rooms for improvement, but
Mhm.
something that we hold on dearly, to the concept of teamwork, of building communication, engagement,
Mhm.
and listening and talking. you know
Mhm.
you know why I use the word listening and talking? It's not talking and listening. There is a concept to it.
Yes.
So, but many of us will talk, but don't listen too much. But some people just listen but do not talk. But sometimes, in some circumstances, it's always good to listen. Then only you talk. So you provide opportunities for people to suggest, to provide recommendations. You listen, then you talk. So it is very interactive, listening and talking, sometimes talking and listening, but at times I will use the term listening first, then talking.
That's a very good
Okay.
advice, Dato Dr. Professor Kamal. Very good advice. Listening first, then talking. So we have to listen. Listening is a skill. Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
You know, they will say, you know, why Allah has created us with one mouth and two ears. It's not the other way around. You know, this, yeah, of course, Allah created perfect. The creation is perfect. But it's just that in the opportunity to listen, we need to provide opportunity to listen more to people, and then you talk.
Yes, that's a
Okay.
very wise advice from Dato Professor Dr. Kamal. Okay, moving on to the next question. As a leader, why is it important to lead by example and practice a growth mindset?
Oh yeah, I think that's very pertinent, very important question. You know, leading by example. It's again that we were saying earlier on relates to that, whether you talk or you listen. If you say, you know, we just create a scenario. I know it may happen, it may not, but I hope if it happens, it is not too prevailing. The scenario, if you are a leader, you're a manager or you're the boss, you are
Yes.
director of a company, you come, you tell your staff, I want you all to come to office perfect on time before 8 o'clock. You must punch in, you know, you must be there at your workstation. Okay, you issue the instruction, but then you yourself will come at 8:30, at 9, or even late, or even later. Or another scenario, you will be saying to your staff, you're not allowed to spend too much time on internet. You know, you're supposed to work. You know, don't spend too much time on internet and social media. But then you will do your online shopping during office hours. Or another scenario, you will be telling your staff, you today we have a lot of work to do. We have to submit project. You know,
Mhm.
I hope that you all work until beyond 5 o'clock or beyond 5:30. But you are the boss. You come 5 o'clock or 5:30. You clock out and go. You do your shopping or golfing. So, I mean, what would people think of you as a leader? They lose respect in you. But losing respect in you as a person, probably damage done, of course. But
Mm.
the moral will be down, the enthusiasm will be down, the commitment will be down. They will be saying, "Why do we have to work hard, boss? You know, our manager, you know, he just talk." So for us to create that environment of togetherness, environment of working hard, environment of striving to the best of our ability, you have to show your stuff. It's not only you talk, but you have to do it
Lead
yourself.
by example. Yes, you have
Lead
to
by
lead the way. Yes.
correct. You have to
Yeah.
show how to do certain things. You have to show how to do it, how
You
to
have
do
to
things.
guide them,
Yeah,
motivate
yeah,
them.
yeah.
So that is
So
the
I
quality
think
traits of a leader.
yeah, I think this is a universally accepted idea that you know, you have to lead by example, or walk the talk. But certainly there are sometimes you tend to forget. But it's good to remind. You know, you have to maintain respect. You have to maintain the goodwill, enthusiasm among staff, and leading by example is the best way to do it. To do that.
Leading by example, yes.
Yeah.
And it's a method being applied by me as well as a manager. So I'm a manager in my company, so I have a lot of responsibilities as well. Okay. And also to the company and also to my board of directors and my executive chairman. So from your advice, Dato Doctor, so that is really important because I practice that as well. Yeah, to seek guidance. So whenever I'm not sure about certain things, I will seek guidance from my seniors, from my board of directors, from my GM, and also executive chairman for advice. But because that is how we learn. Yeah, it's a learning
Correct.
process.
Correct.
Yeah, even as a manager, I'm still
Mm,
learning. I'm still
correct.
constantly learning, and I'm still in my learning process. So whenever I have doubts or I'm not sure how to do a certain proposal or a certain project, I will seek advice from my seniors and also from my general manager and also my board of directors and chairman for their, perspective, guidance and advice, because they may have a different, perspective and ideas. So that is how you combine. Yes.
Yeah, I think when you talk about leadership, by example, about walk the talk, about you know about creating a good example. It's a teaching of the teaching of Islam. It's you cannot be saying something but you do not do it. In the Quran mentioned, Allah actually gave a stern warning to people. If
Mm-hmm.
why do you apa nama do not do something that you see, you ask people to do it, but you yourself do not do it.
Yes.
um,
Yep.
so I think within the concept of our religion of Islam, and also within the good practices in organization and management,
Mm.
it's intertwined. You cannot really separate the
Yes.
issue. But we as Muslim, we know that we do it, and if you do it, not only
Mm-hmm.
that it bring goodness to the organization, but you get pahala from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala.
Yes. Yes. Pahala from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Okay, and moving on to the next question. What are your views on graduate employability in Malaysia?
Oh, this is very very pertinent question. I was saying earlier on, and people talk about it a lot. If you are a parent, imagine you are a parent, or even you are a
Mm-hmm.
student. You would
Mm-hmm.
want to go to university. After you complete your studies, you want to get job.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good career.
Mm-hmm.
It's the expectation of parents, expectation of students. They don't want to go into university, get a degree after 4 or 5 years of studies, then end up staying at home, cannot get job. So that's the worst case that anyone would want to happen. So the
Mm-hmm.
expectation is very high. So what is the role of university? We have to provide an ecosystem that not only we impart knowledge, academic, but we have to provide ecosystem to develop holistic student, for them to be able to have the skill set required for them to venture successfully when they leave campus. So this, so I believe most, many, all universities for that matter do have this understanding and also have this ecosystem. We try
Mm-hmm.
as best as possible to
Mm-hmm.
develop the ecosystem so that, as I was saying earlier, academically they are good,
Mm-hmm.
inshallah, but also in terms of skill sets, in terms of their ability, leadership,
Mm-hmm.
communication. So when they
Communication
leave,
skills,
they
speaking
are able to compete.
skills, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
in Malaysia, Ministry of Higher Education developed instrument where you
Mm-hmm.
measure employability rate of students coming out from universities. They call it tracer study. So on an annual basis, students or universities got to get their students to complete the survey, tracer study or tracer survey. So in our case, Unit 10, Alhamdulillah, our employability rate has been consistently high. 94, 95%, 97%. Despite the challenging economic situation, we still get, alhamdulillah, our students are able to get employment, not only locally, but also overseas, not only,
Internationally, yeah.
mostly, yeah, multinational companies, public listed companies and big giants and so on. So we are so very happy with that. But we have to strive. It is not, something that is cast in stone. It's always evolving, so we have to, you
It's a
know,
work in progress.
enhance. Yeah,
Yes.
we have
Yeah.
to enhance the ecosystem, so on. But now it's even more challenging because of COVID. So we're talking earlier on, people who have already have jobs, they are out of jobs. The students coming out of universities, they have to compete with so many people. And that's why it's so very important for students to have that additional skill set, ability to compete with others.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, I think it's also important for us to focus on creating students when they leave campus, they become job creators, not depend on securing jobs, applying for jobs, but they can create jobs for others. So in Unit 10, we try to develop this ecosystem. We provide grant to students. We call it Sprout grants. Students who want to do business, they have to do a presentation,
Mm-hmm.
present their business plan,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a committee looking at it under Students Affairs Department. And if we believe that the projects are good, we'll give them a grant. We call it Sprout. So we give them grant, a few thousand ringgit some get for them to do business. Quite
Mm-hmm.
many of them are doing business online now. You don't have to actually rent shop lots or anything. You do online. So
Mm-hmm.
this is what we are trying to do. One, develop job creators.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, also we have students to be able to compete and secure jobs when they leave campus.
Okay. That is really amazing, Dr. Professor, because you provide the grants for them to, develop and open up a business, online business, and then also they are, becoming more resilient and also adapt and becoming an innovator to innovate, to open up businesses and for them to, set foot in the working world. And I totally agree with you on that because they need the support system.
If I may just add, okay, if I may just add, when we embark upon this initiative of developing job creators, we did a
Mm,
survey. We taught them. Then we came to know from the grant that we gave,
mm,
the turnover of their business is a million. A few of them hit millions turnover. So actually, I believe the students are very creative. They have the patience to do business, but
yes,
some of them do not have that
the acumen.
that they
Yeah,
need some support,
yeah,
financial support,
yeah.
yeah,
The
and
support.
guidance.
Yeah, the support, the financial support, the grant, and the
Financial
guidance. Yeah.
guidance.
Okay, and moving on to the next question, Dato. I've been following
Yes.
your Facebook updates, and I'm a follower on your Facebook page, and I follow your Facebook updates. And it's great to see that so many programs being implemented by the university. So, what are the programs and courses offered by Uni10 and also Mara?
Okay, thank you very much for following my Facebook. I believe I'm an ardent, social media person, because I believe that's the way you communicate with the rest of the world. So it's all about communication nowadays, and social media is very important platform for us to
Mhm,
share. Uniten is, as probably many have known, that we are owned by TNB.
mhm,
TNB is a big public utility company, listed, have very
mhm,
big market capitalization. So we are owned by
mhm,
TNB, and also it shows a very important factor in the operation of university to have a great collaboration with industry. So we are managed to embed that collaboration between industry, Uniten and TMB, and certainly many other universities and many other companies. So Uniten, if you translate it into English, University Tenaga Malaysia is the energy university, national energy university, or we would say the energy university. Our forte is energy. Our aspirations is to become globally competitive, energy-focused university. So we're not, universities having 10, 15 faculties. We have 5 faculties: engineering. Well, in Unit 10 we call it
mhm.
college of engineering.
College.
Yeah, college of computing and informatics,
Mhm,
college of business management and accounting,
mhm,
College of Energy, Economics and Social Sciences, and College of Graduate Studies for Masters and PhD. So we are focused into the five colleges. We currently offer 50 accredited programs from foundation, degree, master's, and PhD. And we have 5 research institutes. Our research is mainly into energy, but we do energy policy, energy economy, we do power engineering, we do energy infrastructure, we do energy informatics and so on. So we work closely with industry. So students, I would always tell students, you come to Unit 10, you get exposure to very good facilities in campus. For internet speed, we have 10 gigs internet speed. So to support our blended learning, virtual learning, so on, we have the infrastructure. We have facilities, sports, Olympic-sized swimming pool, and stadium, sports complex, and so on. But more importantly, we have the people to work with students. We have the lecturers, we have the technical admin staff who are passionate about education, passionate about developing people to become leaders. And that's why we want students to come to Unit 10, work with us, and develop yourself to become future leaders of the country. And in terms of ranking and rating, we are certainly, I think, in engineering, computer science, the latest instrument that came out, we are top 5, top 6 in Malaysia.
Wow! Congratulations to Unit 10. Congratulations.
So, but as I was saying, it's not about being proud of your achievement, but what is important is to further improve ourselves to become even the best. So yes, Unit 10, the Energy University, do come to Unit 10. We have 2 campuses, one in we call it Putrajaya campus, in the vicinity of Putrajaya. And we have another campus in Muazzam Shah, campus Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah. So those people, you can always apply, you can always come and talk to us. And at the same time, also I sit in the council, Mara Council. I'm the chairman of, yes, I'm the chairman of Dato Pendidikan Mara. So we talk about education under Mara. Mara is a big organization, and 2/3 of the staff is under education. So education is the biggest part under Mara. And we know, we know government Mara has invested a lot in education, and that is so very important to invest into education, so that we can get people to become educated, to become
leaders of the country. Yes, and to
become the talent that we need.
Malaysia and to our society and the community.
Correct. So we talk about Mara and Unit 10, we talk about education. We are so very passionate about education. We have MRSM, currently 37,000 students almost studying at MRSM. 53 MRSM throughout the countries, throughout Malaysia, and a few more will be launched next year. MRSM in Dato, MRSM Bera, and a few others will be coming on board. Why? We want to provide the opportunity for students to get the best education possible, whether and even more so students from B40.
Yes, the B40 students from low-income families. So these are the ones that we need to focus and help with, focusing on the B40 students.
Correct. So yeah, I'm so very happy to be part of this educational system, educational setup. We have a lot of more things to do, but I will always say investment in education is topmost priority.
Yes, that's very important, Dato. And if I may add, earlier during MCO, I did have the chance and opportunity to collaborate with Kementerian Belia dan Sukan and also Muafakat Mara Malaysia under the leadership of Datuk Syed. Datuk Syed Afizal? Yes, so Datuk Syed Hafizal. Yeah, so Datuk Syed Afizal so he hired me as an MC and moderator to also coach and guide the young leaders, the young speakers, the debaters in Debat Rakan Muda. So it was under
Yes.
Debat Rakan Muda. It's an online debate competition organized by Kementerian Belia dan Sukan under the partnership and collaboration with Muafakat Mara Malaysia, with Dato Syed Afrizal as the leader of the project. So I was responsible to moderate and also MC the online debate session on Zoom. And I can see there's so many young leaders, you know, under 25. Most of them are like 18, 19, 22, 24, 25, and they are already speaking like as if they're in the parliament, in the meeting room in the parliament. And these are our young leaders, yeah, our future leaders. And to see all the belia, you know, for them to have such a good public speaking aura, and also their communication skills. And for me as a Gen Y, young at heart, as a Gen Y as well, when I look at them, you know, all these young leaders, the Gen Z, they are the millennials, right? When I look at them and say, wow, Malaysians, we have such capable young leaders, because they are the one who's going to be leading Malaysia in the future. So it was an honor for me to be invited by Dato Syed from Muafakat Mara Malaysia and also Kementerian Belia dan Sukan. And the guest of honor and the chairperson of the English debate competition is Yang Berhormat Deputy Minister. So he officiated the competition via online. So it was held on Zoom in April. It was during the MCO and during pandemic, and the objective of the competition is to motivate and empower youth in Malaysia to take part in debate competition. So even though we are in MCO, during MCO period, but they can still participate and get active online. So when there is a will, there's a way. Yeah, so nothing can stop you despite of pandemic or any coronavirus and all that. So we have to keep going. We have to keep moving. And I really like the initiative by the Ministry of Youth and Sport, Kementerian Belia dan Sukan, and also Muafakat Mara Malaysia to organize this debate competition in Bahasa Malaysia and English to empower the youth. So we need more of this kind of competition. So it makes our youth, you know, to keep going despite of the pandemic. They can still, you know, participate in online competition, and they can be proactive and productive, and they can also sharpen their speaking skills and communication skills. So this is what we want. So this is such a good initiative by the government, by Kementerian Belia dan Sukan, and also Muafakat Mara Malaysia. So I got a chance and opportunity to work under Mara as well, under this competition. So it's an honor. So this is what we need to build the nation, because this is nation building. So we need more of this kind of activities.
Sure. I believe that Mara will organize more of these activities. This is where we not only we spot talent, but also we create talent.
Yes.
So they have, MRSM students as a whole, when I met them, and they are incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible students with a lot of talents. We just need to provide the platform for them to shine.
You boost their moral support. You boost their morale. Yes.
Correct.
From there, you will boost their morale and their support, and they will, get out there and be active and contribute to the country. So this is what we need to develop the youth of the nation. Okay, and moving on to the final question, Doctor, the last question for today's interview. Okay, what is your advice to the youth out there, to the Gen Z, to the millennial? What is your advice to our younger generation? So these are our future leaders of Malaysia.
Oh, okay. I think thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to provide them. If I may, I don't know whether it's relevant or not, but life is all about challenges. You cannot run away from challenges. Sometimes people say, some people and as a whole, they will say they are sad about the past, or it's not about where you come from. So in my case, I was telling you earlier on, I'm from kampung, budak kampung. It's just not about where you come from, you cannot do much about it, where you come from. Don't waste so much energy thinking about it. But what is more important is where you are going to, where are you heading to.
Your
So don't,
destination, where you
yeah,
going. Yeah.
there's where are you going. So pas, you budak kampung, it's okay. But budak kampung yang berjaya, because that's where you are heading to. This is very important. So as I was saying, in many occasions, yesterday it's not ours to recover. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win. So if I may give that advice, you budak kampung, it doesn't matter. You strive is very important. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win. And I'm sure if you work hard, we strive to the best of our ability, we very committed, enthusiastic, you can win. And tomorrow is ours to win. So another proverb is that I want to share with Gen Z or with anyone for that matter. If we do anything, it's never an issue that we lose. We never lose, but it is either we win or we learn.
We learn.
So yeah, you put aside that negative mentality. You want to do something, you spend so much time about pondering and pondering and pondering, and you lose your energy. But it is in any challenges, in any struggle, or even you study, you do anything, it is never a case of losing. It is a case of either we win or
We
we
learn.
learn. Yeah, I think that's important for us to embed in our life, to hold on to dearly. My
Yes.
last final advice is to all, Farisha, is not
Yes.
necessarily to
To
Gen Z,
everyone. To
the
everybody.
journey
To
in life
myself as well.
to
Yeah.
everyone.
To
Yeah,
everybody. Yeah.
no, I think no. You are in the position to provide advice, not to receive advice. But
Yes. I'm also
but
in my
since I'm here,
learning
yeah, I
though.
just
I'm
say
also
that.
in my learning process. Yes.
But since I'm here, just if I may share, I
Yes.
don't know whether it's relevant or not. Forgive me if it is not relevant, but just to share anyway.
Mm-hmm.
In life, the journey, there's so many challenges in life. The journey may be very challenging, but the destination is so beautiful. You must remember that. You study at university, I will always share this with my students. In university, you got to pass exam, you got to sit for exam, for quizzes, for
Mm.
assignments, all
Assignments
year
and the
round. All
deadline.
correct, correct. All year around, every semester, you finish with another semester, a lot of hard work, a lot
A
of
lot of
challenges,
projects, and then
a lot of
finally your
projects.
internship.
Correct,
You have to
correct.
submit your project or your thesis. Yeah.
Yeah, but the journey may be very challenging. It's indeed challenging, but the destination is so beautiful. So the destination, the destination, you get your result at the end of the semester.
Mm-hmm.
Then you show to your mother, you get your GPA, or say GPA is 3.98 or even 4.0, you know,
For flat.
or at the
Yeah.
end of the study, you come up, you walk up on stage, get the scroll from the chancellor, and your parents will be sitting down in the hall, at the back of the hall, looking at you walking up. The destination is so beautiful, So don't get distracted from the journey. The journey is challenging anyway. You got to face it. You cannot run away from the challenges, but you have to keep in sight the destination is so beautiful. So I would always say, when you get something good result, you inform your parents. You
Yes.
get good result, you tell your parents, and your mother. There will be tears, flowing down the cheek of your mother. Air mata mengalir, You know, there are tears of upper, tears
Mm-hmm.
of joy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if ever we want our mother to cry, we want our mother to cry tears of joy. It is not tears of shame. It's not tears of sorrow. I think I would always say no, never, never let our mom to cry tears of sorrow or tears of shame. But we have to work hard to ensure that our mother, if ever she cry, yes, they do cry. It's
Yeah.
tears of joy, and you get tears of joy, because the destination is so very beautiful. You got to face the challenges in life. You have to strive, but the destination is so very beautiful, and you reach that destination. You reach together with your loved ones, and that makes life so meaningful. You know. So if
Yeah.
sorry, Malaysia. So I think
Yeah. That's a
if
very
I
that's a very good advice,
yeah,
Dr. Dato,
yeah,
because it reminds me of my late father,
yes,
Arwah Abah.
mhm,
So before
yeah,
he passed away, before my
mhm,
dad passed away, I made a promise to him, to my father,
mhm,
to my late father. You
mhm,
say, I'm gonna make you so proud of me.
correct. Mhm.
So,
I'm
you
sure
know,
he's
and
proud
you're
of
right.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you have come through all this, and you are now a successful person. And as I was
Alhamdulillah.
saying, Alhamdulillah, the
Alhamdulillah.
destination.
Yeah, the challenge,
There is
challenges.
yeah, the challenge.
And
There
I've
is
been
no
through it.
shortcut in life.
I've been
Yeah,
through the challenges.
yeah.
Yeah.
There
And you're
is no shortcut in life. No shortcut in life.
yeah.
If we have shortcut, sometimes you want to go to a shop near your house. Probably you don't follow
Yeah.
the normal route. You can go through the shortcut, and you save time. But in life, you don't
There's no
you do not
shortcut.
have that. No shortcut. You got to
You
work
have to
hard.
you
You
have
got
to
to
go through the pain. You have to go through the
correct.
pain, the challenges.
Mm,
And I could relate to that
so for
experience. Yeah. Yeah. When my
yeah,
dad
yeah.
passed
But,
away, it was very challenging for
uh,
me, but I move out. I move up and try to, like you say, life has many challenges, but it's how we overcome it, how we overcome the challenges. And you did say just now in your advice, the destination will be beautiful in the end, but
inshallah,
you have to be patient. Yes.
inshallah,
And
inshallah.
I've been through, and I have been through that challenges.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's still going. Yeah, we're all being tested every day, like you say. So we just have to, we have to be patient and also just keep going. Don't stop. Just keep going. Keep
Yeah.
moving forward.
Yeah. Keep
Yes.
moving, strive to do
Yes.
the best, do the as
Yes.
best as you can. Inshallah, the destination is so very beautiful. Inshallah.
Yes. Yeah, thank you so much for your wise words
Thank
and
you.
your advice. And it's beneficial as well for me, myself, and also for our viewers out there. And for those of you out there who are watching this Inspiring Series video podcast, and I hope you are inspired and also motivated by the sharing from Dato Dr. Professor, Dr. Kamal Nasharuddin Mustafa. And there's a lot of positive sharing and advice. And if you would like to connect with him on social media, you can follow his Facebook at Facebook page Kamal Nasharuddin Mustafa
Yeah.
on Facebook. Okay, Professor Dato Doctor is very active on Facebook, on social media. And do you have Instagram and LinkedIn, Dato?
I have both, but I'm more
Active on
active on
Facebook.
Facebook rather than IG and LinkedIn. Yeah.
Yes, and then for those who would like to seek advice and also to reach out to you to know more about Uniten and also Mara, they can message you directly on Facebook, right, Dato? Yeah, on Facebook at Kamal Nasharuddin Mustafa.
I'm yeah.
Yes, and you'd be amazed by the sharing from Dato Doctor, because he is very active on social media, on Facebook, and I'm always inspired by his sharing. And I'm one of your followers, online, and I always read your feed. Anything that you
Okay.
posted, it will pop up on my Facebook feed, and I will
Okay.
read it. So I'm
Okay.
one of
Thank
your
you.
social media fans as well. And for those of you out there who would like to seek advice and also to be connected directly to Dato Dr. Professor Kamal Nasharuddin Mustafa, okay, don't be shy. You can connect with him directly on social media, on Facebook at Kamal Nasharuddin Mustafa. Till then, stay safe, take care, bye.
Bye. Thank you very much.